I'm Carl Anthony with AutoSens TV, and we're here at AutoSens Brussels 2019 at the AutoWorld Museum. We're speaking today with Jordon Gorrochotegui from Siemens. He is a product manager for the company. We're in the nice display, we're sitting down, we're off of our feet, so thank you for inviting us, Jordon.
Yeah, thank you, Carl, for having me here. It's a pleasure.
So tell us a little bit about Siemens. Give us an overview of the company for people who may be meeting you for the first time.
Yes, sure. Well, a lot of people probably have heard about Siemens. It's a huge company that historically has done a lot, especially in engineering. Specifically for this conference, though, Siemens has a lot of solutions for autonomous driving. So they develop a lot of products, simulation products and services to help customers and people develop the next generation of autonomous vehicle functionality, testing, and validation and verification.
So these products that you have, why are they important? How do they help your customers?
Yeah, that's a very important question. Indeed, our customers can use our simulation tools to help speed up the development of their autonomous systems by providing a robust verification and validation framework where they can test early on in their development how their systems work, whether their sensors are getting the right outputs and the right performance metrics, and also to make sure that they are both robust and safe and meet the demands that are going to be needed to develop the autonomy features of the cars of the future.
So shifting gears here for a second, Jordon, on your display here at AutoSens, you have a slide that talks about LiDAR and the importance of LiDAR for the company. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure. So we have developed our own physics-based LiDAR simulation solution, which can be used all the way from this LiDAR manufacturers, sensor manufacturers. It's a LiDAR solution that's based on the laws of physics, so it actually reproduces the entire pipeline of what an automotive LiDAR does, all the way from signal generation to raw data, point cloud generation to object detection. And our customers, from OEMs developing the algorithms for path planning and control, to people developing the perception systems, or the sensor manufacturers who are developing the signal processing algorithms. All of those are our customers, our target customers, that can use simulation to help them at an early stage test and develop how their systems work and their algorithms.
So Jordon, let's say that I'm an engineer here at AutoSens Brussels. I come up to your display, I say hello to you. What do you have on the display? What will you be showing attendees?
Yes, so in our displays we have the full range of Siemens solutions. So what we like to call from chip to city. So we have simulation solutions that allow you to do at the pre-silicon level test your system before you put something on a chip for autonomous vehicles. Then we have sensor solutions to integrate into a vehicle different type of sensors by doing high fidelity simulation of like thermal, of aerodynamics or fluid dynamics, all the way to the sensor simulation that we talked about, like LiDAR, but also for the camera and for the radar and for the most important autonomous sensors. So it's a whole range of simulation solutions. And we also have the services and expertise behind it that allows us to create better solutions and also to offer services to our customers.
So let's talk about those services and expertise, Jordon. Give us a little more background there. Tell us about your team, or how do you get those services and expertise? How do you develop that as a company?
Yeah, sure. So we come from a background, especially myself, a company that was acquired by Siemens about 2 years ago that specialized in doing testing. They did testing for crash type of simulations, so for passive safety, then developed simulation tools for that. So we have our own testing services where OEMs all over the world come to our facilities to do the homologations and certifications with their authorities to pass those safety critical applications. Started with passive safety. Now we move more towards what we call active safety, right? So more of a moving vehicle, what's more important for autonomous driving. So we have close relationships, for example, with Euro NCAP, with testing centers all over the world, like the American Center for Mobility in Detroit and such. So we help them develop kind of the testing infrastructure, and we also provide the services to help get to a customer so that they go through the whole testing process to make sure that they have the right parameters, the right metrics, the right solutions, and the right interface also with the certification agencies.
So let's talk about active safety for a second, ADAS technology. The trends in the market that you see, where do you see everything going in the next 5 or 10 years? And then second to that, how do you see Siemens responding to those trends?
Yeah, that's a very good question. As you see a race towards level 5 autonomy, the test and server active safety is going to play a very critical and important point. It's going to be actually a very difficult problem to solve because the amount of scenarios that you're going to have to test is going to increase dramatically. That's where we see that simulation is going to play a role. The testing that is done today to certify vehicles, at least a big part of that will need to be done via simulation. So you're going to start to move a little bit more towards what we call virtual homologation by using simulation tools at the pre-stage, along with authorities to prove that your systems work, and then using models to ensure that those systems are applicable for a larger number of scenarios, and then picking a few of those to still do the physical validation testing to ensure that your model that you're testing is correct. And how is Siemens addressing this? Well, that's why we are currently engaging with a lot of certification agencies, why we believe in simulation. We are the biggest, one of the biggest simulation companies around to help in this trend of digitalization, of creating a digital twin. That's really what we're all about. And we're really positioning ourselves with our variety of tools and services to be able to provide enough expertise from both parts to help our customers go through that process and move towards what we currently do, which is a smaller subset of physical tests, to a much larger subset of tests that hopefully can be first done in simulation and then complemented with physical testing.
The slogan that you use for the company, ingenuity for life.
Yes.
I've always liked that. So again, let's say I'm an engineer, maybe a potential customer. I'm coming up to you for the first time and I say, Jordon, what does ingenuity for life mean? If you could capture that phrase, what would you say that means?
That is all about innovation, especially from a Siemens point of view. We're a company that really values engineering. At our core, we like to do engineering. We like to solve difficult problems. And that's why Siemens has invested a lot in the past few years on acquiring companies such as the one that I was working myself to provide a very good solution in the automotive industry, because we think this is one of the ingenuities that is coming along in our time, right? We're moving to a different paradigm of working with autonomous vehicles. That's what we call ingenuity. And today is autonomous driving vehicles, tomorrow it might be something else. And Siemens will probably always find a way of using kind of that engineering history and background to tackle the hard problems that are coming up across our world and society.
Those are valuable tools to fall back on.
Yes, indeed.
So Jordon, we have covered so much. Siemens, very diverse company. I just want to make sure that we didn't miss anything. So do you have any final thoughts to add, anything that we need to cover that maybe we didn't get to?
Well, I think, like I said, we have a wide variety of software simulation tools and services. I think there's not enough time to really go through all of those, but the best is to come and visit us at our website, to reach out to me via LinkedIn or other means. If you're at the conference, come and stop by our booth, and we'll be able to talk through the entire suite of solutions. And especially for this domain, autonomous vehicles, I think it's important to get the word out that Siemens is really becoming a player to help accelerate the adoption of autonomous vehicles and to get to level 5 as close or as rapidly as possible in a safe manner that is robust and will hopefully benefit people in general.
Well, from all of us here at AutoSens TV, we want to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be with us. Best of luck to you going forward and safe travels back home.
All right, thank you very much, a pleasure.
Speaking today with Jordon Gorrochotegui from Siemens. For more AutoSens TV, like, subscribe, and share.